good. We're good. Alright, so today is June 1st. It is 8:30 p.m. and I am out here with Cheng. We are on his boat. We are out here on Loon Lake. I think it's like two or three nights ago we were actually out here, same lake, fishing for kokanee, and we got our butts kicked. We caught like 7 kokanee in like 4 hours. And if you think that's good, it's not good when the boats that are literally like 20 yards away from you were like pulling fish left and right, and you're just literally sitting there jigging and you're just watching them catching fish. So we went back home because we didn't really do our research, which is not something you want to do before you head out to do something you're not familiar with. So this is only like my 4th or 5th outing for kokanee, so I'm pretty new to it. So we went home, we did our research, and this time we got a variety of baits. I think we've got the right baits, and we came early just so that we can let the lights settle down, and I'll show you guys basically a little bit more of how we're set up, and then basically we're gonna start fishing, and hopefully this time we can start catching our kokanee and not have to wait like 3 hours before we land our first one. Loon Lake kokanee trip redemption. We'll see how it goes. And you said red for positive? All right, red for positive. Boom. So we got one light right here. I'm gonna throw it to this side of the boat. Cheng's got one on this side. Basically what that's gonna do as the sun goes down is it's gonna have a beam of light down there, and that light is gonna attract a bunch of bait, whether it's insects or little fish, and the kokanee are gonna swarm this area where we're gonna fish because they're gonna be eating the bait. This fishing trip is sponsored by Cheng. I didn't buy anything. This is all his stuff.
We'll find out if
Are they the same exact weight?
this one is a 1/4 ounce.
1/4 ounce?
The other one is 1 ounce.
Oh, maybe I'll just start with this one. Alright, so that's the first thing you tie? It's just this one?
Yeah.
Alright.
And I put swivels on both sides so that it'll reduce line.
Gotcha. Alright, we're rocking with some ice fishing rods, because kokanee, they have a pretty soft lip, so if you have too much leverage or you set the hook too hard, a lot of times you'll rip that hook right out of their mouth, and that's exactly what happened with a lot of the fish we lost 2 nights or 3 nights ago. So went home, rocking the ice rods, got a Shimano Sienna for my reel. This is a 26-inch rod. It's a light action rod, and it's very nimble. And we also got a spring bobber up here, which can help detect your bite. 4-pound test, and we're gonna tie it to one of these glow-in-the-dark spoon looking stuff. You using 4-pound test?
Yeah.
Got my main line tied to this thing. Down here we got a swivel, and then we also have a leader here, and we're gonna tie to this hook right here. And this hook right here has this little piece of material where if you shine a light on it, it actually holds that light and it'll glow. And so basically we'll have 2 things that's gonna be glowing underwater, which is gonna be attracting the kokanee, aside from the lights that we already put down there. Alright, so there we go. We got our main line tied to this blade up here, and we got a swivel with the leader tied to that little jig I just showed you guys, and we're just gonna bait this hook down here with either corn or maggots, and then we're just gonna drop down there and slowly jig. Different variety of corn. Again, we're new at kokanee fishing, so we're just exploring and we're just testing out. We got some pink cured corn, and then we also just got some corn from Shoe Peg, just some regular old canned corn. And then we also got some maggots just in case. We were catching most of our fish the other night off of maggots because the corn wasn't producing, so we'll see. It is pretty sticky. Alright, so this is a UV light, and we're just gonna shine it on this piece where it glows. Basically you shine the light and the light sticks onto this, and then you send it down in the water. There's a fish right there. I don't know. Looked like a trout or a kokanee. It was like 12 inches long. Yeah. Oh, I just had a hit right there again. That's like 3 back to back. I know. I just let it sit there, and I jerk up and then just. Boop. Oh. Oh, don't come off, please. I think he's on. Yep, I think he's on. Yeah, get in here. All right, I think I'm just gonna go 1 rod with this split shot. That was 4 hits back to back, and this rod didn't get any hits. All right, first one on the board. Had to do a little bit of playing around with the setups, and I switched to a little bit more finesse. Took off the big old blade. They are so slimy. Gee, there's a kokanee right there. I'll get you guys a better look at it later. First one on the board. Fish on immediately, dude. Oh yes, dude, this one's pretty decent. No, it's a kokanee. Yes. I think we're on to something, man. So earlier we started out with that big old blade and a little shiny thing on the bottom. We weren't getting much action, so I switched to my other rod, or I rigged up my other rod, and all I've got is a little glow in the dark jig or a hook, and I put 2 small split shots on the line, so it's a much more finesse presentation, or in other words, a smaller presentation. And I got probably like 8 hits in less than 5 minutes. So maybe we found the key, but we'll see. Got him? Nice.
Dude, it's super soft.
Whoa. Oh, he jumped right off.
Super soft, man.
Yeah.
Dude, I didn't even feel it on my rod.
Oh, really?
I just saw my rod tip just tap, tap.
Oh, nice. Fish on. Yep. I ain't gonna play with this guy. Don't want to lose him. Yes. It's so subtle, dude. Okay, buddy. Chill. Please, thank you.
Like, I saw a bite and like, this is the plate. Yeah.
Oh, dang it. He took it twice so hard, but I was expecting those subtle hits, so I didn't. Fish on. Oh yeah. I was ready for you that time. Ooh, this is a nice one. Fighting pretty good. On. Ooh, dude, this one's a nice one, man. Oh yeah. Alright. We just pulled a double. Oh yeah. Alright. Dude, they're nice fish, man. We found the secret, boys. All we had to do was just take away that big old spoon and just use a split shot and this little hook right here. Slow down the presentation, and they're hammering it. Alright, let's get back down there. Boom. fish on. So subtle, man. You really develop a sense of feel for it. Came right off too. Number 5. Halfway there. Nice. Heck yeah. There we go. Yeah, got 2 hits. On? Nice.
I was like anticipating it.
Oh, I just missed. Nice. No. Dude, I'm getting hits though. Alright, I'm ready for you this time. I was ready for you that time. Yeah, I got him. Oh yeah, come here. Dude, these are way nice. Thanks for unhooking yourself. Yes, got him. Oh yeah. Anywhere from 2 to 5 cranks. I've noticed that every single fish I get, I hook them on that top left of their mouth. So I feel like if we don't get them there, or at least I don't get them there, then I just don't get them. Yes! Finally! Oh my goodness! Just don't come off. Into the bucket. Oh my goodness. I feel like I worked harder for that last fish than the first one. It is 1:25 a.m. June 2nd. So Cheng and I, we both caught our daily limit. So here at Loon Lake for Kokanee, your daily limit is 10 per person, no size restriction. So the first 10 that you catch, you can keep. So I caught my 10, Cheng caught his 10, and we limit out. So it's time to go home. Got back to the ramp or the dock, and we're gonna load up the boat and off home we go. I'll see you guys after I get some Z's. Originally, I was gonna grill my kokanee inside this little grill I bought, but what I always forget when I'm using this is I always forget this adapter piece at home. And so this little connector piece that I forgot connects the propane to this grill, which you need the propane to make this grill work. So luckily for me, inside my cooler, I always have this stove top with me, and it's not meant to cook how I'm cooking it right now, but I'm just making do of what I have. I figure since we caught the kokanee off of corn, it's only right to eat kokanee with corn. Obviously this is not open, this is not the corn that we were using to catch kokanee, but there's no bells and whistles to this recipe. It's just season the kokanee, put it over some fire, and cook it in. This right here is a bowl of deliciousness. Now the reason why I cooked the kokanee this way is because I wanted to cook the kokanee in the most simple and most basic way. That way I wouldn't over flavor the kokanee's natural flavor, if that makes sense, because the difference between kokanee and a lot of other fish that I've tasted in the past is kokanee has this natural oil inside their meat. And so if you guys saw how I cooked it, I didn't add any additional vegetable oil or cooking oil to the kokanee, because if I did that, then I would be saturating the kokanee in too much oil. So just from cooking kokanee in the past, you don't really need additional oil depending on your recipe. But for how I cooked it here, if I was to add oil, then again, I would just oversaturate the kokanee with oil. When you get something like this, like, you just gotta think back to what we were doing when we were fishing and we were just struggling. You know, all those times where you were sitting there, where me and Cheng was sitting there, and we were just like, why the heck are these fish not biting? And then you finally figure out something that works. You just gotta be thankful for it. And since we're thankful for it, we're gonna say a quick prayer and we're gonna eat. Father God, I just thank you for allowing me to come out today to a beautiful lake that you created for all of us to enjoy. Right now I am going to enjoy this meal that you've provided for me. We went kokanee fishing the other night and you blessed us with some fish, and not just some fish, 2 limits of fish. For anyone who's watching this who's facing uncertain times, I just pray that you be with them and you remind them and remind us all that although we as humans are uncertain right now, remind us that you are certain and you are good, and that your ways are what we should trust and what we should trust in only. And in Jesus' name I pray, amen. This is actually a lot of food, so we're gonna try just the kokanee. Oh, that's a good bit right there. I got a little bit of the skin on. You guys saw me earlier. I just decided to scale it just so I could eat the skin with it. Oh yeah, here we go. That garlic, onion powder, and salt and pepper seasoning is legit. That corn is delicious as well. So that's gonna do it for this video. We went out on Loon Lake for a redemption trip for kokanee, and we did it. We caught our limit, and I wanted to show you guys basically the simplest form of kokanee meat, because I think kokanee meat is one of the best meat. Not quite there with burbot and walleye, but it's still pretty dang good. So I just cooked it up with some rice, some corn. I mean, there's a ton of different ways you can cook kokanee. You can smoke it, you can can it. I think that's what I'm gonna do the next time I get some kokanee. But for today, I just wanted to show you guys a simple way to cook kokanee meat. So that's gonna do it for this video. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys learned something. And as always, just thank you for watching the video.